All right.
Okay.
So the scene that we're gonna do, which we can't guarantee that's gonna be nice, and
it's different when we're sitting down.
yeah.
We're usually
But
up
it's the opening of the play. So to set it up, I'm a prospective buyer of the house, and she's my real estate agent.
All right. So. And the dining room.
Oh boy,
You see how these rooms are designed to catch the early morning light?
I'll say.
French doors, lovely garden, flowering crabs. Do you like gardening?
I used to.
Imagine having a long, leisurely breakfast in here.
As opposed to the airline coffee on JetBlue.
Exactly. You know, this is a room after my own heart. I grew up in a room like this. Same sort of furniture, everything.
So did I.
Well, then here you are. Welcome home.
How much are they asking again?
Make an offer. I think they'll come down.
Trouble is, we'll never use this room.
Oh, now.
No, I'm serious. The last 2 houses we lived in, my wife used the dining room table to sort the laundry.
Oh, dear.
I think you better show me something a little more contemporary.
That means something further out. How long have we got to find you a home?
1 day.
And how long will the corporation keep you there after we found you one?
6 months to a year.
Oh, then definitely something further out. We can look at the kitchen as we leave.
You shouldn't have shown me this first.
I thought it was something to go by.
You've ruined everything else.
Oh no, don't worry. We'll find you a home if we've got all day. But wasn't this a lovely room?
Let's go, or I'll buy it. And that's it.
Yay!
So the scenes, they range in length of, so that one was maybe 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes. There's some longer ones, and so it's kind of interspersed to what they are.
Wow, y'all did really well.
Very good. So tell us when does the play happen? It's coming up soon.
Yep,
right?
it opens on November 18th. That's a Thursday at 7:30, and it's going to be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. Those are all going to be at 7:30, and then we're having a 2:00 matinee on Sunday, the 21st. So 4 shows. I think tickets are going to be $5 for adults, and maybe
Three
is it
for
3 for
st-
students?
3 for students.
3 for students.
Oh, my family's here from Ohio. We might.
Or if you give $50 to the theater,
Or more. I guess it's not
$50
necessary.
or more to the theater department, you get tickets to every show the whole entire year.
Which I did.
Ooh,
So
that's
you
nice.
get
So you
free
get to go
admission.
for free.
ticket
You
is
get free
already
admission.
covered.
Yeah,
So-
you can get one for your
So
family.
come donate money to the theater
You
department.
need to say that again. That's an important piece of information.
I think they can find out information about becoming a partner in excellence by calling Lisa Weigel.
Okay.
What's her number?
Well, if you call the general number, which Chad conveniently has on the screen, and ask for Lisa Weigel, she will talk about being a partner in excellence. And that actually doesn't just promote the play, but all
Correct.
fine arts.
Yep.
So
Yes.
that's all good. Now, we talked a little bit about the play, but since Brandon does so much more here, we should really talk about some of the chemistry things, because Elida, being an academic advisor, and this is what's coming up,
Advising
Advising
Day. We're not supposed to timestamp these, but Advising
we don't care.
Day,
We don't really
November
listen to
9th. Get registered. It's important. So if you procrastinate and wait till the last minute, chances are you won't get the schedule you want, the classes you want, the instructors you'd like to have. So on November 9th, there will be no classes so that you can come in and get registered. We will also be having a registration party in the Student Center. Free breakfast provided by Student Senate. Free
The
popcorn.
muffins. Oh, I love that.
The little PlayStation thing.
Oh, the Wii.
The Wii. Yeah. That, and there may be a movie. So please come by and get
Case in
registered.
point, student in my office just already can't get Chem 2 because she didn't do Chem 1 in the fall, because by the time she came to get Chem 1 in the fall, all of Brandon's chems were full.
Yes.
All of my
Your
chemistry
chems
classes
were full
were
before
packed
you
full.
were hired.
Correct.
Good job, Elida. Just kidding. That's Anabelia and Erin. Everyone else helps in that too. Did we do a
Well-
shout out to them?
Well, we don't even know where they are.
Okay.
But at any rate, really, chemistry fills up so darn fast. If people don't get in here and get themselves registered, they are not going to have what they need to transfer, and we can't help that.
Yes, and just another note to that, new students can start to register November 15th. So current student priority registration 9th through the 12th, new students on the 15th. So Brandon, why should students take your class?
I think
I think they already know his classes are full. He's like, I don't care, my classes are
well,
full.
chemistry is very important for a lot of sciences. I know a lot of my students want to be nurses or vet techs, and it's a requirement because you work with a lot of chemicals and different types of things when you are in that profession. So next semester I'm offering a 110, which is an intro, 122, which is a intro with a lab, which I would actually advise most students to take because the lab experience is very, very helpful. And then Gen Chem 2, which unfortunately if you don't have Gen Chem 1, like we had said before, you can't get into Gen Chem 2 because it's a prerequisite.
Why teach chemistry without a lab?
That's something that we're looking into. The main issue is I would like to make it so that everybody has a lab, but some people can't fit in credit hours for financial aid and stuff like that. And so I need to have some more discussions with some other faculty to see, is the lab, so for instance, like the vet tech program, I need to talk to them and say, is this something that you think is important, or is it okay to not have the lab? Because I'd like to have some, experiments in the lab portion for everybody, but it's right now that's not how it is, because it was kind of set up that way before I got here.
What would you say to that student who needs to pick a class from the physical science area and is hesitant about chemistry because chemistry is hard, it's difficult, I had a poor experience in high school?
We've talked about that.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
I said she should take my chemistry class, but she says I'm never taking a chemistry class.
I
'cause
did not do good in high school with chemistry.
Chemistry is challenging, and a lot of people get scared about chemistry because it is challenging. But I would say that the one thing that I like about my class, or what I try to incorporate when I teach, is just the fact that everything in life is chemistry. And anywhere you look, you're drinking water. Why do you need water? That's chemistry in your body. And everything in life is chemistry. So I try to apply things that happen in everyday life to chemical processes and that. Now, some people get mad because then they're like, well, then why are we doing all these numbers? Or when am I ever going to need to know the electronic configuration of carbon? Or something like that. But I think that the reason chemistry is good is because it teaches people how to think, once they find out a piece of information, like any science, to apply it to something that they encounter a new situation and they can make a hypothesis and say, well, this is probably why this happens. So yes, I have this argument with students a lot where they say, well, I'm never going to need to know this. Why do I need to know this? And the answer is, well, yes, technically you don't, but it shows that you're able to learn new things and apply them to new and interesting situations.
And a lot of students are surprised. They'll say, no, I'm not doing chemistry, I'll do biology. And then they take biology and it has chemistry, and while it's not a prerequisite, it's highly recommended, so they're surprised. I mean, I can think of different ways in our lives, daily lives, where we need to know chemistry.
Like cook.
Yeah, clean,
yep.
when you clean, and
Everything's,
chemicals.
what's the
Car
right
won't
type
run.
of cleaner to use for a particular situation, and that's, if you
You use
understand,
baking soda to clean everything.
or vinegar. Vinegar's
Yeah.
also very nice to clean. So there's a lot of different.
See, you didn't know, Emily. You see, it's all around you.
I'm clean. What are you talking about?
Good to know, Emily. What do you do in the 5-hour chemistry what do you add?
So that's
makes that
so
5 hours?
the difference between my introductory and my 5-hour chemistry is I expect a lot more out of my general chemistry 166 class. For instance, there's a lot of things like constants and things that you have to memorize. And in that, compared to my intro class, I just kind of give the constants. And it moves because it's a 5-hour class, that's an extra hour that I get to lecture, so that class is that much further ahead. So there's a lot It's a lot quicker pace. I expect a lot more out of you. You know, you need to study more.
Who should we make sure take the 5-hour?
The 5-hour, anybody that's considering of getting any sort of science degree needs to take the 5-hour. Anybody that's pre-med, pre-engineering, anything like that has to take that. And it's different. I know that engineering, sometimes you only have to take the first gen chem, but it depends on what school you want to transfer to of what. And you know, that's all available on the advising thing. You know, you can do those quick degree audits, you know, what transfers over, what do I need? And so it's important that if you know what you want to do in the future, then you can take those courses that you need to take. So the 110 and 122 are just kind of a general elective. I know that some you know, like nursing and vet tech are just two that come out in my mind, that you need to take that in order to fulfill those requirements.